McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. Evan McPherson getting this one started. And off we go from Reliance Stadium in Houston. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. First carry for David Montgomery. And that's going to get nothing. No gain on the first snap of the game.
No gain on the play.
This defense wanted to come out early in this game and take the fight to the offense. And boy, did they ever set the tone on the very first play, keeping that carry to no gain.
2nd and 10. One more time for Montgomery.
Clearly the plan on offense was to establish the run a little bit on this drive, Mike, but the defense is having none of it. First and second down stop, no gain. Now it brings up a 3rd and long. We'll see if they try something else.
In danger of an opening 3 and out, they face 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. He was trying to connect with his tight end, Dalton Schultz. And it's going to lead to 4th down. On 4th down, Kai Kroger is on to punt. Taken at the 19. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return.
At their own 22-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
Here we go.
Now they'll pitch it out here. And this play's going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. To throw. He'll swing this one out to Brown. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. A gain there of 23 yards. And the Bengals going to have a 1st down.
Here we go.
Throwing is Burrow. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Gun. Cut. 11.
Second down. Burrow. Gonna get that complete to Jamar Chase. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Looking out of the gun, Burrow. That pass sideline is caught. Nice catch. Stays in bounds. And he's got the first down. Terrific job with the feet to make that one a grab.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun. And he's able to find his man near the sideline. And he's able to extend this drive.
They'll run here with Brown. Finds an alley to the 35. And he's in. Chase Brown. Touchdown, Cincinnati. His second rushing touchdown of the year. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And, Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him, and that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
His kick is good. It's the score, Bengals 7, Texans nothing. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
On the ground, Montgomery to start the drive.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Play fake to Montgomery. And Stroud. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time. Play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Straight ahead, it's Montgomery.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
Here's Kai Kroger now. He's on to punt for the 2nd time in this opening quarter. This brought in out past the 20. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. It's Bengals football here to begin this 2nd quarter as they are set to start the drive with 1st and 10. carry here for Brown. And nothing materializes there. Just fortunate to get back to the line of scrimmage.
We got to see a little taste of just the range this defense can play with. How well they can flow outside as this play gets stretched out. No problem for them not only to track the runner down, but stop him before he gets back to the line.
Here's Brown. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. It is Azeez Al-Shire with the stop.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's third down.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. Short one into the hands of Gesicki. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on third down. First and 10. Now Brown. He's beyond midfield to the 45. And he will score. Chase Brown. Touchdown, Cincinnati. His second touchdown of this first half. McPherson now for the PAT. And maybe a wrench thrown in the operation there. Snap wasn't great. Kick is pulled. It is no good.
McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. And that kick goes out of bounds right away, and that is a big mistake because that ball's going to be marked beyond the 40-yard line. On first and 10, here's Stroud. Flush to his right, and he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw, and maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
Well defended there, and the quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
Throwing on second down, Stroud. A short throw pulled in by Schultz. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it third and 8.
From the gun, here's Stroud. That's into the hands of Dell on the right side. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets to the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
Stroud to throw here on first down. Moving outside the pocket. He's going to tuck it and go. And he's able to take this for good yardage before sliding and hitting the deck to end the play. 10 yards on the scramble there. And he picks up the first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
In some rhythm. Good drive rolling. Here's another first and 10. On the head. handoff. It's Montgomery. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
So his team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I back from Houston in a moment. This will be a 2nd down and 6. To throw is Stroud. Rolling right. He runs with it. And he'll get only about 3 before being written out of bounds.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
Third down and 3 coming up. They'll try and run it here with Montgomery. They will have it at the 24-yard line. That's enough for a first down.
4 yards. That's another Texans first down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On first down, it's Stroud. Right side, he's got Moreau.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
It is 2nd and 6. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. Here's a 2nd and 6. Stroud going to get rid of this to Dell. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver, and then see what he can do after the catch.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. Trying to escape, he cannot. Taken down back at the 16.
It's a loss of 2.
Jonathan Allen. He gets in to drop him for his first sack of the young season. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. This is caught 2. Looking for the pylons, but the official right there is going to mark them out of bounds at the 1-yard line. That is a gain of 15, and now it's 1st and goal.
First down and goal to go.
This has been some kind of march downfield. Now, can they pay it off with 6? It's 1st and goal. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year. Now, Bailey Fairbairn on for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Texans are on the board. It's now 13-7.
13, Texans 7. Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here we go. Can. Stop. 11.
First down throw for Burrow. Open left side is Gesicki. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number 1.
At the 40-yard line.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
Done. Stop. They can.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. We'll find Brown out of the backfield. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
First down.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game. Just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. Defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing it.
T. Higgins, the intended receiver on that one, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Here we go. 180.
Back to throw, Burrow. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They go play action for Burrow. Oh, and he's going to go down. He could not get rid of it, and that's going to bring an end to this first half.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. On the ground, it's Brown.
Remember this one thing. It is not how well or how often you run the ball. It's when do you run the ball well. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
And that'll give them a first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
New set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. 11 empty.
To throw is Burrow. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it. That pass ball is incomplete.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. Gesicki, the man in motion. Here's a toss as they look to run. It'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5. And here comes 3rd down.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Will fall to the turf, and it's incomplete. The pressure too much to get away from that time. Good 3rd down stop, and it sets up 4th down.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down. When they know the offense has to be one-dimensional, and this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
So on 4th down, out is Ryan Rico to punt. And that one not placed as well as he had hoped. It's all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Stroud. To the left side, caught by Schultz. And they're going to mark him down right past the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick 1st down.
The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
They'll run with Montgomery. He'll try to push his way forward. There's nowhere to go. They've got him right at the line of scrimmage.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. A throw left side, finds Dell. Past the 45. Hank Dell. And he will dive into the end zone. 80 yards. Touchdown, Houston. Fairbairn to add the extra point.
Lining up for the extra point.
He's got it. And the Texans move out in front by a point. It's 14-13.
Bengals 13. Miami Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. This one taken at the 7. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The drive will start on the ground. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their second. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
Here we go. Hey, can.
Burrow to throw. That's to his tight end, Eric All. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
It's a gain of 20.
And it's a gain of 20 on the heels of another big play to begin this drive. Good start to this drive so far. Another 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. He'll swing this one out to Brown. And he will score again. Chase Brown. Touchdown, Cincinnati. That is 3 touchdowns in the game and 4 for the season.
This has to be a defensive breakdown, Mike. I promise you, all week in practice, when the scout team ran this play, somebody on defense accounted for the running back out of the backfield. I can promise you that much, but he's able to leak out and get the ball in space. He does the rest after the catch. They just have to do a better job. They got to get to the sideline and make corrections because you just can't leave guys at this level wide open for easy touchdowns.
This is caught. He's got it. And they tack 2 more onto their lead.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on 2-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. Backs to his tight end, Schultz. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
At the 42-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Montgomery. And they'll bring him down just shy of midfield, but that is enough. It's a 1st down.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Stroud to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
Based on the routes downfield, it looked like the protection was designed to give the quarterback a little bit more time to wait for things to uncover downfield. So give credit up front to the defensive line. Immediate pressure early speeds up the quarterback's clock. He's got no choice than to get rid of it, probably a little bit earlier than he would have preferred.
32, David Montgomery. It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Here's Stroud. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Tank Dell was the one he was looking for. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. They'll try it now with Montgomery. And that's not going to work. The defense comes up with a 4th down, 4th quarter stand, and forces a turnover on downs.
Oftentimes, these critical downs come down to who executes the best. And in this case, Mike, the defense executed when it mattered the most. Big 4th down stop, and now they're going to get the ball back.
They'll begin here on the ground. The attack is going to be made down at the 40-yard line. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a 1st down.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
To him on 1st down. The hold closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
It's a big number 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's a 2nd down and 7 from the 37.
Here we go, here we go. Can.
Now, Burrow. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Now, Burrow. He'll get that to all his tight end. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
So he isn't able to move the chains, but I think this is still a great example to just point out that certain guys on the field earn the trust of their quarterback. And he wasn't even necessarily open, Mike, but he's still, hey, it's 3rd down. Give one of my best players an opportunity to go up and compete for the ball, and he's going to continue to get more of these 50-50 opportunities when he keeps coming down with them.
The offense staying out there for this 4th down.
Here we go.
He'll try to run. He'll get the first down inside the 25. And he'll be out of bounds at the 5. It's a big play on 4th down. 31 yards.
Here we go.
A run on 1st and goal. And nothing develops there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Another one from the 5, 2nd down and goal.
Here we go. Stop. 180. And stop.
Now they'll pitch it out here. Looking for a seam, but will not find one. He'll take this down to the 4-yard line.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on 1st and 2nd down. The last thing you want is to be in 3rd and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback. They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
Texans 14.
They'll come up for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stroud. And he can't hang on through the contact, incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And he'll get about 7. Still short of that 1st down. They'll try to convert it on 3rd down.
3rd and 3.
To throw, it's Stroud. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the 4th, but they will turn it over on down.
Is a turnover on downs.
They'll run here with Brown. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. They'll stick with him again. And they'll stretch him out to the sideline. 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. It is 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw. That's complete to all the tight ends. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, they'll use another timeout on this side of it at 1:55. So out now, Evan McPherson in a big spot. This to make it a 2-possession lead. And he has missed this one. No good. And they will not be able to make this a 2-possession game.
You know, the hardest part about these missed kicks, Mike, is for all the guys that work so hard to put the ball in position to come away with points. You kind of trot off the field. You're hoping that next possession has a different result.
Stroud to throw here on 1st down. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
2nd and 8 at the 35-yard line.
A 2nd down throw for Stroud. Throw on the run is complete. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Stroud will find his man. That's Jaden Higgins. It's a gain of 10 yards. It's good for a Texans 1st down.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
Stroud going to get rid of this to Dell. Now on 2nd and long.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 45-yard line.
Here's Stroud. And the rush gets there. Down he goes. Texans going to use the last of their timeouts here. Stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Just not a lot of plays on that call sheet for the offensive coordinator for 3rd and a mile. So that's a huge sack there that they took on 2nd down. And barring something dramatic happening here, it might have just killed any chance of extending this drive.
Big play in the game right here. It's 3rd down. Back to throw. Stroud. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation. And right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
They'll go. It's Stroud. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs.
And it all came down to that play. The offense finds themselves trailing, all out of their timeouts. The defense knew they were one stop away from ending this game, and they came up big to win.
It'll be a pickup 10. It's a Cincinnati first down.
And the Bengals first down.
Here we go.
They'll stay on the ground. Finding space at the 15. And they are going to add 6 more here at the end. Stay tuned for the coach's handshake. It might not be the friendliest. That late touchdown extends the margin of victory here on the game's final play. So this one, a win for
Diamond shining on my grill like a